Hey, Jim Augustus Armstrong, President of Flooring Success Systems, and I'm coming to you from Surfaces. And in today's Floor Marketing Minute, you're going to hear part 2 of how a floor dealer from Florida totally transformed his business and his life for the better. So stay tuned. All right, video number 1, you learned about Craig Bendeley and how he was able to cut his work hours from 60, 70 plus a week to less than 35 and no longer working weekends. And we talked about how he did that. In this video, we're going to talk about how he got 50% growth in his business 2 years in a row while he was cutting his hours down. Craig used to do traditional type of advertising. And by that I mean things like just your website, your radio, TV, display ads, direct mail to a purchased list, all those different things that dealers do to try and grow their business. And what Craig began to do was market to his past customers. Before Craig began growing his business so quickly, he was like a lot of dealers who very typical for them to spend the lion's share of their time, energy, and money in advertising, out chasing strangers who don't know them, like them, and trust them. Doing things like radio, television, display ads, your website, and other thget that are meant to reach out to complete strangers. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I teach dealers how to market and advertise to strangers and get good results. But what Craig did is he began to focus on marketing to his past customers. I mean, think about it. Your past customers are the only people on the entire planet who have proven that they'll give you money in exchange for flooring, right? I mean, it sounds simple, but the vast majority of dealers don't market to their past customers. They ignore their past customer list. And what Craig began to do is market to them consistently, month in and month out. And this enabled him to generate a lot of repeat business and referrals. And one thing that we all know about repeat clients and referred clients is they're a lot easier to sell to, they're easier to close, it's easier to get higher margins because they already know you, like you, and trust you. So making that shift to repeat and referral by marketing to your past customers made a big difference in Craig's business. And I've personally worked with many dealers who have just gotten phenomenal results by marketing to their past customers, by making that shift. All right, so how did Craig market to his past customers? Well, the number one thing that he used was a direct response newsletter. And I've talked about this in other videos. So you can learn about that, but just real quickly, when you send out a newsletter to your past customers, you want to make sure that you're using the 90-10 formula. 90% fun, informative, welcome, entertaining communication, and only about 10% about flooring. All flooring is all boring. And this formula has worked for hundreds of dealers that I've worked with personally, and it can work for you as well. All right, so if you found this helpful, be sure and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Floor Marketing Minute.